Good morning, guys. Guess what? Spring has sprung. Or what I should say is first spring has sprung. They like to be sneaky about it. They, you know, spring on you, and then it turns into winter again. But anyways, it's raining. It's above zero. The sap is flowing. Maple syrup season's on its way. But for today, for all intents and purposes, we are going to be working inside because it's kind of raining unless you're like a duck. It doesn't look like a lot of snow, but there's a significant amount of snow that's on the deck. There was probably like 2.5 feet. You can see it all there. Doesn't really give you a great look at it, but yeah, now that I got the deck shoveled off, I can put my table saw, give myself somewhere to work. I got Grant here today. We're going to be doing cooking with Grant a little bit later on. He's got a smoker. I think he got that thing from Bass Pro Cabela's Canada, and yeah, we're going to be smoking some really good lunch. Grant's up on the he's on the deck. Why are you on the deck, Grant?
Well, I think we're going to try and knock some snow off the roof before we die from it.
That's right. Well, so you can see that avalanche up there, and I've been watching it the last couple of days, and I think it's ripe. It's ready. Do you want to hit it, Grant?
Yeah.
Grant's going to hit it and see if it comes off. Just if you bang the strapping, you think it's going to come off? Here, let me...
Ready?
Are you ready? Or you think it's going to come off?
Oh, she's solid.
She's solid, eh? You got to give her a good old college try. Oh, there's one. Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's gonna wait. It's gonna wait until. This is the Canadian dishes. So what we do here is we fill a pot with snow, and we melt it because water is at a premium. So this is the dishes. Well, it will be the dishes at some point. Right now it's just snow, and what we got over here is a giant cast iron pan that my father decided to give me. It's substantial, actually. I can already smell it doing so. That, like, this is a very deep cast iron pan. I believe that pan is from Cabela's Bass Pro, which yeah. So like, if you guys want to have really crazy big cast iron pans, Cabela's Bass Pro, and that's what we're gonna do. We're just heating up the pan. We're adding some grease in it now, oil, and we're gonna be frying some grid down, chow down. All right, it's that time of day again. We're doing cooking with Grant. Cooking with Grant. This is episode 3. Episode Grant 3. We haven't been canceled yet. That's good news. What are we cooking today?
We're doing up some sloppy joes.
Sloppy joes. I like just like sloppy joe. That's like it's the thing. I'm just gonna keep saying that all day. All right. What's this? Like it's sloppy joe in a can?
Well, it's just basically sauce, and you just add it to your ground beef. And it's delicious.
What's in the sauce? It looks like there's a tomato in it.
It's a proprietary blend of herb and slices.
Herbs and spices. It's Hunt's Manwich.
Yeah.
That's the manliest can of anything I've ever seen in my life.
I know. It says there's bell peppers and.
Nice. Okay. Potatoes. All right. So you're gonna deal with that, and I'm gonna deal with this, which is the meat. We're bringing the meat. This is grid down chow down. This is a freeze dried meat, which is awesome because you don't have to refrigerate it. It's like shelf stable. This particular batch is good until 2039. 2039. This could sit on the shelf and be fine, which is crazy. So especially in the off-grid situation where we don't have fresh stuff all the time, grid down chow down. The link in the description below if you want to check yourself out some grid down chow down. It's really cool because what you do is you take it. It comes in a 4-ounce little, like a brick. I call it a brick, but it's a very tasty brick. And what you do is you rehydrate it. You put 10 ounces of water in it, which we've already done, and we've got it in there. So here you go, Grant. I'm gonna let you do the honors. So that you just kind of you rehydrate it, and it turns into fresh ground beef that you have to cook. People know Mike, right?
I hope so. If you don't, you should.
So Mike has his own little channel. It's Testing with Mike.
Yep.
And there was some people were up in arms the other day when there wasn't a video, and
I was mad.
You were mad too. You were a watcher before you were on.
Yeah.
Testing with Mike built a super duper computer for Chris, my editor, which if you guys don't know, Chris from the Wooded Beardsman, he edits my thing. So what happened is his computer got sick, and he reached out to Mike, and Mike is a super duper computer builder dude.
Sure.
And you built one, but you didn't film it.
I didn't film it because I don't know if anybody wants to watch a computer being built. It's not that exciting.
Well, it's exciting for the people that don't build computers every day.
I don't know. Let me know. Let Kevin know, and then I'll know.
Yeah. So, anyways, testing with Mike. I'm sure Chris will just flash it on the screen. He's probably flashing it right where your face is right now.
That, like down here.
Right.
Like that,
right here.
Here.
Right there.
Wherever you put it, Chris, is fine.
All right. So, anyways, Chris. So the long of the short of that is the reason why there wasn't any videos was one because Chris was in Panama filming an adventure. It's probably being shown right now on his channel. You can actually check his channel out. It's right here too. See, right here.
Yeah, Chris put it there. Like
I just like to add more work for Chris while he's editing things. So anyways, the reason why there was no video is because one, Chris was in Panama. Two, Chris's computer was sick. And so now he's got a brand new computer. So you should be able to edit fast and furious and make sure there's no lag or in the videos being produced. So anyways, Mike is not here to do anything. He's here to eat.
I'm just here to hang out, have some food.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Mike, do you have your hands on my beef?
Why is it soft?
Well, I've been talking to a doctor about that.
It's good. It looks really cool. I like this. Grid down, chow down. Check them out. She's sticky.
Well, that's what you want. You don't want like a soupy Joe. It's a sloppy Joe, not a sloopy Joe. Here while she's hot.
Get her now.
Mike's gonna make it. Grant's got the first bite. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, is it like the consistency? Grill down, chow down, version 3?
This is no different than just getting fresh ground beef from the store.
Nice. That's what you really want. Is
Yeah.
it? Would you say it's better? Because it is like, grain-fed, or not grass-fed, grass-finished. So there's no grain at all. Like,
Yeah.
Mike, first time, try the grill down, chow down. First
right.
bite. Is it gonna be lava?
We'll see.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's just like regular beef,
Nice.
right off the shelf.
What did you say? As soon as I turned the camera off, you were like,
Honestly, it's really good.
well, you could have just
really
said
good.
that at the beginning.
Well, you got to let the flavor kind of mellow,
Okay,
a little
alright,
bit. Have a few bites, and
Honestly, it's really good.
honestly, it's really good.
So that's the candid reaction, and not the I'm getting a camera stuffed in my face. Am I getting it close? Okay, so I got my burger. I toasted my buns. I put my garlic butter on. Oh, Frankie, it's your lucky day. You got a chunk on the floor. Didn't even notice. She's just having a little nap beside me. I've never tried this Manwich sloppy Joe sauce, so this is going to be a first. But let's give it a whirl. That's pretty decent. Frankie, did you find that piece? Grant off camera's talking about craft dinner. The Americans don't know what craft dinner is. You know, mac and cheese? That cheese sauce. Reconstitute mac and cheese sauce on a luxurious ground beef. That just doesn't go well. But this is delicious. Mmm. Oh yeah. Do that right on the rafter tail. Oh, just a little bit. What are you poked at the front? You can still see it. It's stuck. It's stuck right there. You can see it's disconnected from the top.
Like, that's not salt. Down here it's salt.
No, it's not going. All right, so if you're just joining us and this is your first video, well, welcome aboard. We've been building this off-grid cabin for a number of years now. It feels like it's forever. And well, we're to the stage now where we're doing interior finishes, and we're buttoning up the inside. We put an addition on in the fall, and we've been working on it all winter. So anyways, we're gonna get started on we're doing a bulkheads today because we want to work from the top, work our way down, kind of like put the lid on things. So it's melting. You can kind of see still a sheet of ice. You you guys from the south are don't experience this. You gotta walk like a penguin. If you walk with your feet really close together, chances are you're not going to slip. You don't want to take long strides when you got icy things, or you wear crampons. You know what that word is, Grant?
Yep.
I taught you that today.
Yes, you did.
You thought it was something to do with a female hygiene product?
Yeah.
You did. Okay. So crampons are actually like spikes that go on your shoes and they grab onto ice. They're probably for ice climbers or something like that. But anyways, it looks good. All right, so this is what the inside looks like. It looks like a bomb went off in here. It's well, everything's kind of underway. I've got my my wall cladding, which is ash we milled up on the mill the other day. We've got our one wall pretty much well, it just needs some battens, and this is what we're dealing with today, is the old bulkhead. So this beam is up here, and you know, you could just leave it as a beam. Well, I'm going to leave it as a beam, but I'm going to make it a little bit pretty because they don't actually have any lighting in the ceiling. As you can see, we have our ash ceiling, so we don't have any lighting in there. So we want to basically make something that shines up and illuminates the ceiling. Also, we're going to have kitchen cabinets here at some point, so we want some down lighting to have task lighting. All right, so I filled in this diagram a little while ago, and you can kind of see. So that's the beam, and then the idea is to extend it over this way and then go up and then have a light that sits in here and that shines over. And if you see this little stick man, he's to scale. Well, he's not to scale. So you can see our cabinets, our lower, upper cabinets, and we got lighting that comes over here and shines over, and voila, bada bing, Bob's your uncle, and you know, lighting. A great preview of what's for lunch.
We're doing Scotch eggs.
Scotch eggs.
So it's kind of like a soft-boiled egg wrapped with meat, wrapped with bacon.
Oh, so it's like a carnivore. It's a carnivore lunch.
Oh, it is.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to be delicious.
All right,
I hope, anyways.
You hope so?
I hope so.
Or it'll be a runny mess.
Runny mess. I have great expectations.
It's a little dark in here, so I rigged up this thing. Looks like something right out of Ghostbusters. Whoa. Hey, it's like daylight in here. What's it got?
I got my $20 barbecue scraper out of the bush.
Nice.
And it works amazing. Like, look at that. It just, like, it's cleaning it up like new.
Nice. Well, they outlawed all the wire scrapers because I guess people were scraping them and banging them, and then the metal would go in there, and then it'd end up in your burger, and then end up in your throat.
You know what's funny is, like, myself and my father have been using sticks like this for years, long before it was a fad to get it.
And you probably didn't buy it.
Never bought it, just to scrap away.
Yeah. Well, you are a carpenter.
Yeah. They work great. And then the more you use it, it gets little grooves, and it really cleans nice.
Nice. Adds a little je ne sais quoi to the old grill. Yeah. Little cedar stick. All right, so you're cleaning off the grill. We're going to be putting. What are you doing there?
We're doing some Scotch eggs, so they're right here, all prepped up.
Okay.
We just got to wrap them with bacon.
Yeah.
And they should take about an hour to cook.
So you're gonna wrap them with bacon, and then that's it.
That's it.
And then inside, what's inside the thing?
Inside there's a soft-boiled egg.
Okay.
And then yeah, it's basically just gonna sit there for about an hour.
And it's got ground beef around it.
It's ground beef around it. You can do it with sausage meat as well. And then yeah, about an hour in, we're gonna cover in barbecue sauce, and then they should be done about 10 minutes later.
So this is smoking because it's a smoker.
It's a smoky because it's a smoker.
Okay, so we got. Can we kind of look in here? I'm curious. Okay, so there we got little pellets. What kind of wood is that? Apple wood?
It's a mix. It's cherry, apple, and hickory.
Okay, cherry apple. That's why it smells so delicious. All right, so let's get these guys on the grill.
Okay.
Hey, is that American?
It might be.
Where does it say? Made in Chicago, Illinois.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what?
You know what? I'd have to run around naked right now if I didn't buy American products, because most of them aren't.
Oh, we're getting political. We can't talk about that or religion.
Yeah. What happened?
What happened? I'm still good. Oh, it's only gonna half go. Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's an avalanche.
Why isn't it all going? Ready? It's gonna go this time.
Oh yeah.
snowballs would be. I just don't want it to like unexpectedly come down and hit us.
That's when life is exciting.
Yeah. There we go. Alright, well maybe this side too. While I'm at it.
Nice.
Alright. Let's do this side. Well, in order to get started on this bulkhead, I first have to install some basically sacrificial pieces, or some pieces that are going to hold my brackets in. So what I've got is this from the skidwood, which is like a 2x3. So I'm going to put it up here and just screw it in. I've got a couple of them. I just got to go all the way across, because that's going to hold my bulkhead in place. Actually, I don't have the distance yet on what size it's supposed to go. So let's start with one and go from there. That would be our second one. So all I gotta do, I kind of already marked. All right, so the plan here is to put the cross bracing in. Normally I would just say, you know, extend my pieces out this far and then just put an end cap on it. But I think what's going to happen is it's going to sag over time, because it'll be sitting out here, you know, never land sort of thing, having some support. So what I'm going to do is actually cut in here with the circular saw, just a notch basically. It's just going to... That was gross. I don't know if I got it all the way. So cut it. And then I just kind of go like this. Oh, there we go. All right, notch, notched. Now what I'm gonna do is take a couple of screws, and I'm gonna take that thing and put it right there. Make sure it's not sticking out past my ceiling height, because this is my finished ceiling. I want that to be like right up there, and that's going to offer some support. So I'm going to screw that guy in. It's going to offer support for the front piece. You'll see that in a bit. There we go. I'm just going to make sure that's square, but that'll allow the piece that's going to sit out here to be fully supported. I can probably hang on it with 2 screws. I'm going to put a couple more screws in it just so it's secure. And I got to put another one over there because it's 15 feet long, and I'm going to put 2 of them in, and that should be a support every 5 feet, which isn't going to be holding a lot, but it's going to need to add a little oomph to hold it in place. Grant tells me there's double smoked bacon out here. Look at that. Double smoked bacon. Because it was smoked in the package. And smoked on it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. That's the appetizer. The appetizer before the main event. Our carnivore lunch is almost ready. It looks like the smoker's up to 458 Fahrenheit. I guess that's, I don't know how the thing works. I'm sure Grant will tell me. This bacon's delicious. Alright, so this is Grant's version of lunch. What's it called? Eggs?
Scotch egg.
Scotched egg. Is there like there's a piece of wood in there?
Yeah, no. There's
What's that?
That's I think it's egg that.
Oh, okay, just exploded. Okay, so it's a scotched egg. It's an
it's a soft-boiled egg.
Uh-huh.
It's wrapped with ground beef.
Uh-huh.
And then it's wrapped with bacon.
Holy.
And then it's cooked.
Uh-huh.
And then you sauce it up and you eat it.
Okay.
So I think, I don't know. We'll see. This is the first time I've tried making them.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. A weird guinea pig?
Yeah.
It's hard to make me speechless. But when I take that much meat, I can't talk anymore. Holy moly. That's pretty, it's decent. It's juicy. People are going to wonder why your wrist is dinging. Why is it dinging? You got everything connected to that thing.
Yes, I do.
His whole life is connected to the wristwatch. It connects to your phone. It connects to your head because you got like an Android. You got your M12 jacket on, your heated jacket. You got technology. You can't even, I don't think you can see it. It's in your hair. But he's got like earbud things on and is connected to his watch. He's probably connected to space right now. Is it?
Mostly cyborg. Just
Cyborg.
Implants.
It's coming. Cyborg implants coming. I think if we had a fork and a knife and like you could cut this into not just a ball of meat. Although, it's good. Might as well.
Yours might have exploded too.
Go for it. I think I'm having. I'm probably a 1.5. I'm a 1.5. I think on this one. Like not stars, but like 1.5 meatballs.
Well, there's only there was 1 pound of ground beef between the 5 of them.
Oh, that's not bad. So imagine making those and making like a pasta dinner, like penne or like spaghetti, and putting those bad boys in there. I don't know. There's not much more I could say about that, but that's pretty good. I caramelize the outside of it. Candy apple, meatball, scotched egg thing. Just to give you guys an update on my dad's house, because if you guys are still watching after that long, exasperated conversation, we are in the process of building stairs. We're just accumulating all the material, so it might be in this video. But yeah, that GoFundMe is going well. So if you guys are wondering, you guys actually can look. There's a video, there'll be a link down below of a previous project that we went up to my dad's house because we're finishing it because he's not doing well. So we're just going to finish it off, and Grant and I are going to build some stairs, possibly in this video. So yeah, you can see it there. And yeah, donate to the GoFundMe, please. Eyeballs aren't failing me yet. Got that? It's like perfectly square. Just eyeballed it. Huh? Imagine that. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of these spare pieces, the offcuts basically, that are a little wonky, and run them through a table saw to give myself enough stock to do the bulkhead. Okay, so we're at the point now where we need to find the middle. And the reason why we're going to find the middle is because if you're anything like me, symmetry is important. I know it's roughly 15 feet, so 7'6", or 90 inches. I'm going to say that's 90 inches right there. We're just going to tack it up with a couple of staples. I'm going to just go right to the edge. These will be covered later with a batten. So I want to. Alright, I'm just going to explain a little bit what I did. So when I built this thing, I didn't actually plane the back side of it. So it was a little rough. And then what I did was I actually wrote myself a little bit of reference line. So that's where I want to put my front. But I want to be able to put this guy on there. So that's where it's going to sit. But then I also want to be able to put a battened, not have it stick over the bottom. So that's the thinking past your nose part. So that's how I kind of want it to look like. I want a little bit of a reveal. And anytime you're buttoning up wood, square stock especially, even trim, you kind of want that little reveal. And that's that hides a lot of evil, that little reveal. And it allows everything to fit together nicely. Because otherwise you have like a butt joint like that, and then there's like a crack, and then your eye is drawn towards it. Anyways, just take my word for it. You just need a little bit of a reveal, like 1/8 of an inch or so, and everything is much better that way. Okay, so if you look really closely, you can see that there is a little bit of gap right here, like all of the things. So there's a very fine gap, and the plan is to make little battens. I think I'm going to make them a little bit skinnier than this, and they're going to go there. And that's going to allow to basically cover up all of, you know, the gap. I'm going to round these things, round the sides of those things to make it a little less harsh. So I just got to rip a bunch of little sticks, install all those. But so far, I really like the look of that thing. It's once it's lit up and it's got lights in it and there's glowing on it. Oh my. All right, so update time. We ended up, well, we were cutting this guy out, which we did on the bandsaw, and as it turned out, it was not precise enough. So we went and bought a new router because, well, my other router's tired. This one's been through a lot of stuff. It's seen a lot of stuff. It's seen like a gallon of paint at one point. It's been ticked off, but it is, it's still on the list. It'll still be useful for other things, but this thing will probably make into a router table of some kind. Yeah, so that's the current situation. We were just getting frustrated with this collar, and I guess what happened was the bearing was a little chattery, and it was actually hitting the collar. So anyways, we've got our template made out for the stairs. What was happening was, yeah, got to modify this a little bit. Anyways, setbacks, a little setback, but now we should be, you know, good to go. So that's a Mastercraft plunge router. And then while I was at the guide on the table saw, ended up during transportation to the cabin, this ended up getting too cold and breaking, so I had to actually make another one there too. So that's the slide for the wood, so either hand doesn't go down in there. Anyways, yeah, we just gotta get the saw blade popped up through that, and then we can cut all our risers. All right, so we got everything laid out. I'm gonna get Grant to explain exactly what we did here. So what do we do here, Grant?
So use an app that I have to calculate the stairs out. Just makes it a little easier. So this 2x12 is not necessarily straight, so we snapped a couple of lines with chalk, basically moved everything up so you don't have so much wood at the top on the finished stair, and it makes everything nice and straight. So it doesn't matter if the wood's crooked, it'll be compensated for by those chalk lines. So now we got 3 points to line everything up based off the app. 1, 2, and 3.
What's the app called, Grant?
Deluxe Stairs.
Okay.
So yeah, it makes everything nice and accurate.
Okay, so then we take our template,
So we got our template made.
which we cut out using light burn and our R2 laser,
Yep.
and we cut it on Luan.
So we have, this is the run, this is the rise, so this is the part you walk on, this is the part you step over. So this is the top of the stair, and this is the front of the stair. So now we just have to line up what's called the riser and the tread.
So we tack that in, and then we take our router and we route it out.
We route it out.
It's easy as that.
And just like that, you have professional made stairs.
This is my painting tip of the day. If you're going to be painting anything that has knots in it, existing knots in it, whether it be pine or spruce or any kind of knots, they tend to bleed through the paint, and the only really way to get rid of them is to use a type of primer, like a shellac-based primer, and that seals the knot up forever. Now, I happen to only have shellac-based primer, which has been, there's a can of it laying around here. It's a little old, so I'm just giving it a little bit of a shake, but that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna prime the stringer in order to lock in all of the staining of all the knots, and then I can do some wood filler afterwards. Actually, the top coat or the finish coat will be done once the stairs are installed. So I just like to get a coat of primer. It basically helps me out in the future because I don't have to cut so close around the stained treads. Hey Grant, you got black chalk all over your face.
I know.
Like,
it happens.
Is that the problem with black chalk? You get it all over.
You get it all over your face. And then Then your phone won't unlock.
Yeah, your phone won't unlock. He's like, why my phone unlock? I look like a panda bear. He's wiped some of it off. You had it like right around your eye.
Oh, yeah.
You still looks like you got eyeliner on.
It does.
That's actually...
That's awesome.
That's, yeah, black chalk. I don't know, it's...
it works
it
good.
makes a nice line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right, I figure now is a good time as ever to do a cool tool segment, and this is a cool tool because I've never used it before, but I just have, and it's really, really cool because it's the Craig Pocket Hole Jig. This happens to be the Craig Jig K4. I'm just looking at the menu, and what it allows you to do is hold your piece of material, clamp it in, although the clamp part did kind of break just now. The plastic thing seems to have fallen apart, but anyways, here nor there, it's built at least 3 cabinets. All right, so what you do is you take your material, say you want to join this guy here, you put it in, you clamp it on, and it allows you to take your drill, so your hand drill, and it allows you to drill in on an angle to the piece of material, and then it allows you to fasten your piece to the other piece using small screws, and it doesn't blow out the front. So it's like a very steep angle. It doesn't blow out the front. It's a hidden fastener because the screw is attached from the back, and it allows you to create really high-end stuff relatively simply. So anyways, that's the Craig Pocket Hole Jig, and yeah, you should check them out if that's something that you know, you want to up your woodworking game. So we're using this on the riser portion of the tread, so it's going to be screwed in via pocket hole through the back of the riser in order to attach the riser onto the stair tread. So once we had all of the stringers cut out, we ended up flipping them upside down. We assembled them by taking all of the treads, basically starting one at a time, and we put some PL Premium in there, and we pushed the top tread in. We put a couple of screws just to hold it in place. We also put the bottom tread in after that, and then we used a tape measure and we squared it up, making sure our staircase will be square at the end of the day. Once those 2 treads were squared up, we added the middle treads and then added a number of screws. And then once we did that, we added some wedges, and the wedges basically push the tread into their pockets on the stringer. And then once that was done, we ended up putting in our risers, which is our chunks of plywood. Everything was pre-painted beforehand. It gives us a little bit of a head start with the finishing. We added some PL Premium to the risers in order for them to you know, glue on real tight and not to squeak once they're you know, installed. And once all of that is done, we flip them over and we have ourselves a set of staircases. All right, so at this stage of the game, we're pretty much just waiting for everything to dry, and then I got to go to the next stage, which is basically painting and staining. I got as far as I could with the staining and the painting, because I didn't really want to get to the point where I was getting ahead of myself. So there's a primer on it, and yeah, so we got to get some stain on it. So I got to get a sample of the flooring in order to match that stain, because I want the stair treads to be pretty much bang on with the flooring. So I'm just gonna wait for that. There's a couple little, you know, extra details and features we're gonna install on these treads or these staircases before they head up to my dad's place. But otherwise, they're pretty good shape. They look pretty awesome. I think you guys will agree with me. I know they were a lot of work. We've probably got just over 2 days in it just to get it, like, you know, to this point right now before the finishing. We probably have another solid day of doing the finishes, which you know, is tedious, and you kind of want a full glass of patience before you start that project. What do you think, Grant?
What do I think?
Yeah.
About stair building?
Yeah.
I need to do it more often.
Do it more often. Do you like stair building?
I don't mind stair building. I just haven't done it in a while, so I'm out of practice.
Kind of has their ups and downs, right?
Yeah, yeah. You think you're going good, and then you're not.
Yeah, well, these stairs look awesome. We just gotta like do the staining. We gotta do the finishing. The TD, you like staining and finishing?
No.
No, see, that's why I'm doing it. But yeah, it looks good at this point. We're gonna leave it at that. And yeah, Grant, you should just put the word out there, because a lot of people need stairs. You know that?
Oh, I know. They like custom stairs.
Yeah, well, you should. You can reach out to Grant. if you want some custom stairs. You do weekend projects, right? Just do stairs.
Yeah, just a weekend.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Okay, moving right along, I spared you the monotony of installing all those. There's like 30 of these little pieces, and they fill the gap. That's what's left in the bulkhead. So that's pretty much how it's going to sit. Now all we need is the lighting installed to really make this thing pop. And it was an interesting comment the other day when somebody said that ash is the poor man's oak. And well, I don't disagree with that comment. It definitely looks a lot like oak, and it's definitely a lot more plentiful than oak. All right, we're gonna cut a couple of pot lights in. This is where I want this one, I hope. Burn through it. The moment everybody has been waiting for. What's it gonna look like? I'm curious as well. So let's go flick the switch and see what's happening. So drum roll, please. Ah, look at that. That looks like $1 million, doesn't it? Oh, it's exciting. There's already cobwebs up there, but look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I think that was the placement on that bad boy. It's perfect. Now we got to fancy it up a little bit more. So as you can see up there, it's a little dark. So the idea is to put a little bit of accent light up there. So that's what I'm going to do. I got the old rope light. It's going to give me any color I want, which is really cool. And there's 2 strips that are 16 feet each, which is going to work out really well because that whole strip is 16 feet. So I'll be able to put 2 rows, so I'll have like super bright. Yeah, 16 color RGB to choose from. All right, let's get those strips up and have a look. Okay, so now that we've got our lighting in, our pot lights, we can check out the other lights, which is controlled by this little remote here. It's got 44 buttons on it. I don't know why it needs 44 buttons, but it does. And yeah, so you just kind of point it towards the IR thing. Point it towards the IR thing. Come on. It's over there somewhere. Like, let me just... Oh, there it goes. See? You got to be right about here. So that's on red, and then you can go green. Green, blue, white, and then you can make it do all sorts of other things, like, I don't know, flash. I don't know why you want it to flash. And you go slow, slow. We don't want to flash. Oh, that's the slow. Fade. Fade. There. See? Now you can have the ambiance that you require in your off-grid cabin. It just fades from blue to green to... What's the next color? White? Purple? Red? It's all the colors. Greenish? That's pretty awesome. So just imagine, you know, you got your fire rocking, it's crackling, and then you got your ambiance of your glowiness. So like, I'm just gonna turn the pot lights off. Pot lights off, and then we got the glow. We got just the glow, even though we got outside light coming in right now. But you gotta imagine a dark, just enough to give you that je ne sais quoi, you know? Maybe you gotta go pee in the middle of the night and you got your nice glow, and you can see the floor, and you can make your way to the washroom. That's why I do that right there. That is really cool. I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, we're gonna call that Bulkhead completed. Well guys, if you've stuck around this long, that means you guys are real fans and you watch right to the end, a full stop. I do appreciate that. I also appreciate you guys donating to the GoFundMe page to help my father finish his house. Everybody that's donated already, that's awesome. There'll be a link down in the description below if you haven't donated and you'd like to donate. No pressure. Just, yeah, we're working on that. We're getting it done. We're buttoning it up. And yeah, there's work being done on it at all times, even if I'm not there. But yeah, we're buttoning up we're hopefully buttoning it up very soon. I'll give you an update on that. I'm going to shoot a video just to show you where everything that you guys have contributed has gone to. And yeah, so it's going to get done either way. But yeah, it's just a matter of time at this point. I can report my father is doing a little bit better. He's not home yet, so that's we still got some time to finish it up and you know, make it very you know, inviting. So yeah, if you haven't yet, please go to the GoFundMe and yeah, put your 2 cents in there. Yeah, any little bit helps, and I appreciate it very, very much. So, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and join me on the next one.